Guys, big news. I'm starting a new restaurant. The sign is going to say liquor in the front, poker in the back.
Welcome to the Unapologetic Man Podcast, the only podcast that's all about self-improvement, confidence, success, women, and being a man without making any apologies for it.
What is up, you absolute champions? Thank you for tuning in to yet another groundbreaking episode of the UMP. And boys, I got a good one for you today, the slide and kiss method. God, I have so many methods to get girls attracted to you, to get them sprung on you, to kiss them, to get them into bed. It's just so many methods, bro. I have a fucking vault full of methods that, I'm going to be honest with you, I usually reserve for my guys in my 3-month coaching program. But I take a couple gold nuggets out of that vault and toss them at you here at the podcast just to show you what my coaching can do, how effective these strategies I've come up with really are. And it's funny when I look back, I don't even remember how I came up with some of this shit. Sometimes I look at this stuff and I'm like, bro, how'd you think of that? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It just fucking comes to me. I have this weird God-given skill to just think of random shit, and somehow it always works. And this is going to work for you guys too. Now, when it comes to the first kiss, we always have to remember that we want it to happen seamlessly, ideally. We don't like these contrived gambits. We don't like to have to force it. But this one, in my opinion, is the most seamless when it comes to quote unquote contrived types of gambits to create the kiss. But the best thing we want is just for it to happen spontaneously. You guys are just close. She's looking at your mouth. She's looking at your eyes. It's very obvious. She wants you to kiss her, and then you kiss her. That's the best way for it to happen. But this is a gangster ass gambit. And I'm going to lay it out for you today. Gentlemen, before we get into the content, I want to ask you to please leave me a review, whether it's a comment on YouTube, a comment on Spotify, an actual review on iTunes, wherever you're listening to this. Please do me a solid and go try to find how to leave some feedback, preferably some positive feedback, obviously, because that really helps the podcast grow. I feel like I've given you a lot over the years, and I feel that reciprocating my kindness with a simple review is something that you can do for me if you feel that I've over-delivered for you. If you do that, email me at coachmarksing@gmail.com and I will send you 3 awesome programs. I'll get your name tattooed on my butt and I will give you my coaching business when I am slain in battle. Once again, gentlemen, leave me a review. Email me at coachmarksing@gmail.com. All right, let's get into it. So as I said, guys, we really would prefer that that kiss happens naturally, but sometimes you just have to push it along because you missed the opportunity or she's not really giving you a green light. There isn't just a good opportunity, and you don't want to be the guy who ends up at her front door and says, "Can I kiss you?" Which is horrible. If you ever ask a girl to kiss her, it's absolutely crap. And I hate it when it gets to the front door or like to her car and she's like, "Oh, great, he's going to kiss me now." Because it isn't that like romantic, magical kiss that she's been hoping for since she was a kid. I want the chick breathless. I want her to remember this kiss. And again, this method I'm about to give you is gangster to create that if it doesn't happen naturally. Now, it goes without saying, gentlemen, that you don't want to try to kiss her until she's giving you the signs. What I always say in my coaching is that she is the barometer for your escalations. Why I chose the word barometer, I have no idea. I chose it like 10 years ago, but it makes no sense. Doesn't a barometer measure like air pressure or some shit? Why the fuck do I call it a barometer? But for some reason, my clients really like it and they really remember it. And I think you're going to remember it too. What it means is only when she's ready do you escalate. We lead her to where she wants to be led, but she has to give us the signs that she wants to be led there first. This is why we don't try to force women into an outcome that we hope will happen. We don't try to kiss them before they're ready. We don't try to have sex with them before they're ready. We do not try to make them our girlfriend before they're ready. And marriage and everything else is on their terms. When they give you the signs, you execute. So when it comes to kissing a woman for the first time, I want about 5 to 7 clear signs of attraction. I want you to think pretty confidently, okay, I think this chick wants to kiss me. Now, the beauty of the slide and kiss method is you can abort mission if she isn't down to kiss you, and she can turn her head if she isn't into it, which is the beauty of this. But I want you feeling pretty confident. If you're on the fence, maybe you can wait until the second date, but I'll tell you, if she wants you to kiss her and you don't do it, especially if you get through 2 dates with her and you don't do it. It looks really, really, really bad. It even looks bad on the first date if you don't do it when she's giving you the signals. What are the signals? Laughing at jokes that aren't funny, asking you personal questions, leaning in, touching you, perhaps holding your hand before you go for the kiss, which is probably something you should try to do. Getting close to you, looking at your face in a triangle, which means she's looking from eye to mouth, to eye to mouth, like in a triangle. That's a big time sign that she wants to be kissed. And basically just being in your personal space, these are signs that she wants to be kissed. So if and when you don't get that first kiss, here's what you do. You're walking with her, let's say, back to her car or back to her apartment, or you guys end up at some lookout. Let's say you're looking out at the ocean, or you're looking out over a lake or some view, or wherever it happens to be. This is a moment where you stop and you're actually facing her. And you say this, Kelly, I got to be honest with you about something. You do this one thing, and I've noticed it all night tonight. You do this one thing that's so cute, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. So that's a soundbite, gentlemen. You might want to write that down. You do this one thing that's so cute, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. Now, anytime you say this to anybody, hey, you do this one thing that's so cool, I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. For any girl who hears this, she's going to want to know what it is. Obviously, this is human curiosity, and this is a method to build intrigue, which I have a ton of methods that I share in my coaching program about how to build intrigue, how to get girls to chase you. And this is one such soundbite. You do this one thing that's so cute, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. Gangster level shit, bro. I've said that to fucking thousands of chicks every single time without fail. They're like, what is it? Please tell me, what is it? Because they want to know. It's like a compliment. It's really cute. They want to know what it is. So you say, dude, I just told you I can't tell you because you're going to stop doing it. And she's like, no, I promise I won't stop doing it. You'd be like, do you promise me that you will not stop doing it? And she's like, yes, I promise. You'd be like, come here, pinky swear. And you pinky swear her that she's not going to stop doing it. Then what you say is, well, listen, there's a lot of people around. I don't want anybody to hear this. So I'm going to tell you, but I have to whisper in your ear. Now, even if there's nobody around, she knows you're just kidding. You're just being charming. And she knows why you're coming in to whisper in her ear. So if she doesn't want to kiss you, she's going to be like, nah, it's okay. I don't want to know, right? But she probably does want to kiss you, brother, especially if she buys into this and you've ramped up attraction enough. She's going to say, okay, you can kiss my ear. Now, if you guys have your pinky still attached from that pinky swear part, you can pull her in with the pinky, which is a gangster level move. If you guys have already disconnected your pinkies, what I like to do is grab her belt loops and pull her in physically. I don't go to her, I pull her into me, which is like Casanova level shit, bro. You like pull her into your space. If she doesn't have belt loops on, if she's wearing a dress or something, you can grab her hips and just pull her into you. Now, when it comes to whispering in her ear, what you do is you move the hair off her ear with your finger. So I'll pull her in, I'll move the hair off her ear with my finger, and then I'll lean in, sometimes even grabbing very gently the nape of her hair and kind of pulling her into me. And then I exhale into her ear. I go, just a little bit, right? You guys have all had a girl that you're attracted to, or hopefully you've had this, where she kind of exhaled into your ear and you're like, oh my hell, dude, that's giving me a boner the size of the Statue of Liberty. This is what we want to do to her. So again, you pull her in, move the hair off her ear, kind of exhale into her hair. You can have your hand kind of in her hair, in the nape of her hair while slightly pulling it, or you can put it back down on her waist, wherever it's comfortable. And then you say this. After you smile, Kelly, you get this little wink in your right eye, and it is so fucking cute. Okay, so this is funny because I've said this to probably 35,633 million chicks. None of them have called me out for bullshit. And it's not true for any of them, right? Maybe one girl back in like 2016 had a wink in her eye after she smiled. But if you smile, do you really know that you get like a little subtle wink in your right eye? Probably not. And if somebody told you you do that, you just kind of accept it at face value. Never once have I had a chick argue about this with me. I just say, after you smile, sometimes you get this little wink in your right eye, and it is so friggin' cute. Okay, you say that in her ear, and now she's hopefully melting. You've breathed out in her ear, you gave her a compliment, and I want you guys to remember, she promised she wouldn't stop doing it, okay? And this is gonna work into what's about to happen. Now what you do is you slide your lips from her ear down to her lips very slowly, hence the slide and kiss method. So you whispered in her ear, that compliment, hopefully she gets a little breathless. Now you're sliding your lips down to her lips and you kiss her. Now, after you guys kiss, and the first kiss, by the way, shouldn't be some like forceful tongue where you're like fucking trying to lick the back of her throat for 5 minutes. It's a little bit of tongue, maybe a couple open and closes of the mouth, and then you release. Okay, so it's a quick kind of thing. Most first kisses should be like 5 seconds. Okay, so you kiss her a little bit, then you guys part, and she's gonna smile. When she smiles, you say, your eye just did it. You kept your promise. Boom, boys, gangster level shit. I'm telling you, dude. Then she's going to smile even more, grab the belt loops, bring her in, and now you guys start making out. Again, this is on her terms. She is the barometer. Why I use that word, I do not know, but you get it. She's the barometer that dictates how far you go. So if after you kiss her, she gets breathless, which by the way, this method oftentimes does make them breathless, which is what we want. If she's like that just a little bit, kiss her again, bro, and see how she's feeling it. Is she pushing against you hard? Is she grabbing you? Is she touching you? Or is she all timid and you're like, yeah, I don't think she really wants to. And then you wrap it up. It's always based on what she wants. How much do you give her based off what she wants? You should know this. That's right. You're a smart motherfucker. It's the 80-100 rule. You give her 80% of what she wants, even when kissing. All right, so let's go over the slide and kiss method again. You guys are walking to her car. You've tried to kiss her a bunch of times, but it didn't line up. So you're like, all right, I'm going to pull out this gambit that works like gangbusters. Then what you do is you go face to face with her. Oftentimes when we're at a lookout or something like that, I might give her my jacket, kind of pull her in, have her right there, which honestly, you could probably just kiss her, especially if she comes in and you guys are kind of cuddling on a lookout point or something. But let's say you still need this method. She's right there, you're facing her, and you say, Kelly, I have to be honest with you. The whole night I've noticed this. You do this one thing that's so cute, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. She's going to say, what is it? What is it? You're going to be like, look, I just told you. I can't tell you. I know you're going to stop doing it. And she'll say, I won't stop doing it. I promise. You'd be like, you pinky swear? You have to pinky swear or you won't stop doing it. And she's like, I pinky swear. Be like, okay, I'm going to tell you. But there's so many people around. And guys, again, even if there's nobody around, just kind of joke and smile. Be like, dude, there's so many people around. I'm afraid I'm going to have to whisper this in your ear. And she's going to kind of smile and you'd be like, come here. Pull her in either by that pinky swear if you guys are still holding your pinkies. If not, grab the belt loops. If you can't do that, grab her hips or grab her fucking hair and just yank her in. Just kidding, everyone. Relax. Grab her hips and just bring her in gently. Then what you do is you move the hair off her ear. Maybe leave your hand under the nape of her hair, kind of pulling on a little bit, like kind of up the neck. If you put your fingers up her neck into the hair and kind of grab it a little bit and pull it just a little bit, most chicks really like that, but you have to calibrate based on her. Remember, she's the barometer. So now you're getting close to her ear and you breathe out into it and you say, you know, after you smile, Kelly, you get this tiny little wink sometimes in your right eye, and it is so freaking cute. And you breathe out, right? And she's like, oh my God, dude, I got a snail trail going down my leg because I'm so wet. And then you slide and kiss her. After you kiss her, you guys separate. You point at her as she's smiling. You say, your eye just did it. You kept your promise. Dude, they fucking light up. Then you grab her by the belt loops again, bring her in and make out with her. The funniest thing to me is that now there's going to be hundreds of thousands of dudes throughout America, Canada, Australia, and the UK, and all over Europe. And dude, I even have listeners in Africa and China and freaking Japan, everywhere around the world doing this shit. And subjects going to be like, what the fuck? Some dude told that to me last week. And this, gentleman, is why I don't share my tier 1 shit. That's only for my paying clients because I don't want to saturate it. But I'm telling you, man, even though there are a lot of people that listen to this podcast, you're going to be fine. She's probably never heard it before. Go practice it in the mirror, dude. You're going to feel like such a fucking jackass practicing this in the mirror. Practice it on your dog. Practice it on that little dolly that you sleep with, the little teddy bear. Be like, hey, Teddy, you do this one thing that's so cute, but I don't want to tell you what it is because then you'll stop doing it. And practice that shit 10, 20 times. Because when it comes time to deploy it, a lot of you guys are going to fuck it up. It's just going to be like, what the hell is happening? And you're just going to botch it. But dude, if you can do this seamlessly, it really works well when you don't have that seamless first kiss that just happens spontaneously and you kind of have to force it. The slide and kiss method has gotten me through so many otherwise awkward first kisses where I just couldn't fucking get in there. And you guys know what that's like. You're like, does she want to or not? Can't read this chick. If you can't read her, try it, man. Try it. I'd prefer to have way more signs of attraction. Like I said, 5 to 7. But if you're like, I kind of think she does, then do this, bro. Because when you're whispering in her ear, if you start bringing your lips by her, she's just going to turn away. And what do you do when a girl rejects your kiss? You say, whoops, my miscalibration, kind of misread that one. Let's just pretend that never happened and kind of laugh it off, and she'll laugh it off with you. Unfortunately, boys, women are, again, the barometers that dictate your escalations. If you mess up and do it at the wrong time, that's your mistake. And I know for a lot of you, you're resentful towards women because you think they have it so much easier than we do. And in a lot of ways, I have to agree with you. You know, you're right. But we're men. We are meant to lead. And this is just the way the game goes. Build attraction, attraction, attraction. When she wants to be led there, you lead her there. And that also counts for the first kiss. And by the way, boys, it's awesome being a man. First of all, you can improve yourself. You can improve your psychology, your body language, make yourself infinitely more attractive. Secondly, we have choice. We can go up to any girl we want to talk to and try to get her. And thirdly, you're getting better looking as you're getting older. Most women prefer older men. Women are relegated to how they look. They really can't approach dudes the way we can approach them, and they get less and less attractive as they get older. So while you may be resentful towards women for this, I want you to be happy that you're a man because we have it way better than they do, and the slide and kiss method is going to land you that first kiss every single time. Gentlemen, as I said, reviews help me. Do you feel like I've helped you? If you do, brother, reciprocate. Be a giver. Try to help me out because I've tried to help you out so much. It's time to give back to me for the, 560 episodes I've given you. I'd sincerely appreciate it. Email me at coachmarksing@gmail.com. I will send you 3 awesome programs. I'll get your name tattooed on my butt. I will give you my coaching business when I'm slain in battle, and I will name that restaurant after you. Been looking for a name. I have the catchphrase, liquor in the front, poker in the back, but I need the name. I'll just name it after you. Brian's Restaurant. Liquor in the front, poker in the back, and it'll be named after you because you are a fucking champion. I sincerely appreciate you gentlemen listening. I drop podcasts on Mondays and Thursdays, so please stay tuned for the next one, and I will see you in the next episode.